they're the problem. But none of these men go to therapy.
This is what it looks like before I lost weight. Okay. Always gorgeous, beautiful.
We're not going to ignore that they've gotten many women overseas pregnant, and you're going to start seeing some weird qualities in him.
Son's friends started finding my OnlyFans.
So you can't tell a woman who's doing 70% that she needs to follow you.
I don't have a camera in my house right now to show you how I'm getting treated every day. But I'm telling you it's good. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't be here. Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. I'm not going to hold you. Let's get right into it.
But if you lost weight, it would just take it up another notch, right? You'd go.
I had to save this because I've been dying to talk about this, but I don't be knowing how to say stuff without the girls getting mad. You know, I don't care if the girls get mad, but sometimes I don't be feeling like arguing with y'all about certain stuff. And this is one of them. This is one of the things I don't want to argue with y'all about. But when I talk about having weight loss surgery and losing 130 pounds, like, was that always gorgeous? Yes. Stunning. I mean, please, the genes are there. But did I think I was going to look like this? No. I didn't think I was going to be this fine. And I've always been confident, but when I look back at big pictures and videos, I do be generally displeased. If you want better options, you got to become a better option. Now, I was never manless, okay? But the men that I was dating then couldn't even get within 10 miles of me now. And I still think those men are attractive. They're just not the kind of men that I would date now, or the kind of men that I have access to now. Let's say that. The reality for me was that when I lost weight, it is really that, like, it's really not even that you just lose weight, right? I look like a totally different person, like a completely different person. Wow, I literally have the sex in here. So this is what I look like before I lost weight. Okay, always gorgeous, beautiful. And this is what I look like now. And a lot of times I think I look the exact same, but please, let's be for real, Alexis. When I be drunk, I be cockeyed. So ignore that part, but the face is eating down. I still don't have, okay? It's always just been relying on the face. Now I don't got no waist. So, so fair trade.
So what happened was, you could tell she's feeling herself, right? She lost weight, the thyroid picked up. That's pretty much what it is, right? You can tell from the way from her energy. Because when you go from fat, how she is now, she's still a little bit up there in weight, but still, from how she is now, she's feeling herself now. So with feeling yourself, talking about the kind of guys, doesn't sound like you're dealing with one guy, right? Sounds like she sees she has options to get more guys, which she had anyway, right? You're a woman. But anyway, I get what you're saying. More guys can look at her now and feel her. So yeah, she's getting felt in all ways. So that's what she's going to. Not thinking, let me find me a husband. I'm being real, guys. I'm being real. I know you're going to say, Jay, how could you pick up out of that? Yes, I am. I am picking up out of that. That's the first thing they do. Run to that. And it's just not the right thing to do. Horrible, actually. And the reason why I say horrible, you can't get better, indulge in your old ways, and then get older, and then say, where did all the good men go?
What happened is I got a teenage son, and they're obsessed with me. They sing my songs in his school. They talk about like how hot of a mom I am. And my son's friends started finding my OnlyFans. Damn! So now it's hard for me to promote, and because now my son's going to school, like getting teased and like that. You know what I mean? So it's hard having a teenage son and being a hot mom.
No, it's not. The hot mom is fine. You're doing OnlyFans. Facts. These little boys nowadays are going to find all you have to do is type in a search and type OnlyFans. Right? You probably won't see her name, but still, the problem is not you being a hot mom. The problem is you doing OnlyFans. So there's never been a problem with Miss Parker. Miss Parker, right? Remember Miss Parker from Friday? You never hear Miss Parker saying, I have a hard time with these boys wanting me. That's never been an issue for any Miss Parker out there. The OnlyFans, though, yeah. Your son getting teased, yeah. You traumatizing that boy. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. It's not hard being a hot mom. But anyway, on to the next video.
Man. Okay, I had a baby, so don't mind him. The issue is not women being upset that these men are leaving. It's that they're saying that They're the problem. But none of these men go to therapy.
Therapy.
To work out their own issues before flying overseas to you. So we're not.
See, this is the thing, right? Men don't necessarily need to go to therapy. Now the men, don't get me wrong, the men that are bouncing off the walls, bat crazy, need to go to therapy. But men going through trauma, especially if it's from relationships, don't necessarily need therapy. Let me explain. When I left, right? I left and knew that I didn't want to bring whatever problems I had in the States with me to another country. So when I left with the attitude of, hey, if something's going wrong with her, let me know now, right? And if men are leaving and getting that love that they need, there's no need for therapy. See, what it is you're not going to find it broadcasted everywhere like 90 Day Fiance, right? I don't have a camera in my house right now to show you how I'm getting treated every day. But I'm telling you it's good. If it wasn't good, I wouldn't be here. And same thing with other guys. So that's the therapy in itself. Exactly. Right? The therapy for me is letting other guys know, hey, look, this is the way.
Oh, absolutely. This is the way.
That's therapy. That's how men get therapy, right? Knowing there's another option. I mean, what's the whole point of getting therapy if you're not fixing it, right? Men are the type that work on fixing the problem. I remember one time I went to therapy, right? And I told a therapist, I said, I'm still going to have the same problems when I leave here. You know what the therapist said to me? Realest therapist ever. I said, so what's the point of it? The therapist said, yeah. I'm telling you no lies. That therapist probably should have been fired. But hey, they probably should have been fired. But he said, yeah. So I said, I need to work on my problems. He said, yeah. I said, cool. So I'm leaving now. I'm not coming back. They said, no problem. Right? Last time I went to therapy, I knew I had to man up and do what I need to do. And that's the thing with a lot of men. Men need to man up and do what they need to do. Therapy can't do that for you.
I'm going to ignore the fact that they've unalived their overseas wives. We're not going to ignore that they've gotten many women overseas pregnant and they come back here and lay up with Kanisha or with Sarah.
Frankly, it sounds made up.
There are a ton.
Now, who are you talking about? Who's doing that? Who's getting women pregnant overseas and coming back to the U.S. and laying with a Kanisha? The guys that's leaving wouldn't even dare come back to Kanisha. Are you talking about the guys going to DR? The very few guys that are doing that are making it seem like all their pastor bros are really not? That's just sex pats, right? So they're blaming what's happening with a short percentage of men on all the guys. And that's been happening for years. And that has nothing to do with the passport bros. So don't put that on us.
Biracial babies out there that have been abandoned. They grow up, and this has been in the news of them talking about having an identity issue and all that stuff. So, for one, people.
And that's not on the passport bros. You know what that happens with? Same thing I said before. Segs pats. And I said segs, not the X word. Segs pats. It happens with them, right? They leave and they go to these places. It happens out here. They go to Angela City or they go somewhere else, and then they do things unprotected and leave kids in their wake. And I've actually seen the same documentary out here in the Philippines. It happens here, happens in other countries as well. It will continue to happen. But is it passport bros doing it? No, I don't think so.
People need to stop blaming black women. I am not African American. I am South American. I am West Indian. We're not going to blame American women because cost of living is incredibly high.
So why are you talking? You have no fight in this. If you're West Indian, you have no fight in this. What's been happening, and it's not just black women either. What's been happening in the U.S. has been happening forever. It's until now, until the past couple of years. It really started about 8 years ago where men started speaking up. A little longer than that. But they really increased 8 years ago. And now, recently with the passport bros, it's the final stamp of approval for ourselves. Not for approval from you. Approval for us ourselves. To where we need this. right? So if you're gonna say that about guys talking about it, tell women to stop doing it. Look at social media. Why do I have all this content right now? Why?
Because I'm big and you're small, and I'm right and you're wrong.
Why do I have it? Why do all the other guys making these videos have these reaction videos have this content? Is it because things are right? No, it's not. I don't think so.
And women have to get jobs to help with the upkeep of the home. So at the same time, a man cannot lead his household when that woman is putting in that 50% financially, and then another 20% of cooking and cleaning, etc., etc.
Are we caring about that?
So you can't tell a woman who's doing 70% that she needs to follow you.
Do you think men are important? Like for what?
If a man wants to go overseas and, find a spouse there, you need to understand.
But then the house burns down, right? Who's you gonna follow? When the car needs to be fixed, who's gonna get the car fixed? See, this argument that she's bringing up, it's nonsensical. Because you turn around and have women, like right now, the new thing that's going on is women are sharing their husbands, right? You have so many women sharing their husbands to where the husband's got to go over and fix the friend's light and all kinds of stuff. I'll show the next video. I'll get on that next video. But let me continue with this.
And he has a lot of problems, a lot of mental issues that he has not resolved before coming to you. And you're going to start seeing some weird qualities in him.
When they're losing an argument or can't stand on the merits of the argument, they want to come out with an insult.
And this is not for the men who know what they're about.
So I have a lot of mental issues, right? I don't think guys have mental issues. I think guys are just done. Why do we have to be crazy to be done? Like, really, it's getting sad now. Why do we have to have mental issues? Why do we have to be crazy? Why can't we just be done?
And they have themselves together financially, and they're ready just to go buy a home, live overseas. We're not talking about those guys. We're talking about the guys who make $30,000, but they want to chase after a lady whose closet is full of Louboutins. You got to stay in your pay grade. You have to stay. You cannot get with a woman who's beautiful on the outside and then she's just dumb, and then you're upset.
It's delusional.
No, the guy she's mentioning is delusional. Any guys doing that and bash women saying they want to be pastor bros is just delusional. I don't think there's many guys that are doing that, right? Do your research. I think a lot of women need to do more research before they make videos. Do your research. See what the problem is. If you did that, you'll be on the side of the passport bros too, because the women that are doing the research, they bring up the same points that the passport bros are bringing up, because they clearly see it's more to life than dealing with that.